David Menzies for Rebel News here near the Ambassador Bridge in Windsor, Ontario. Well, folks, it's the day after the final demonstrators were dispersed by police, in some cases arrested by police, and the vehicles towed away. That was on Sunday, late Sunday night. I suspect sometime after the Super Bowl ended, the Ambassador Bridge once again opened for business. And you can see the truck traffic is now getting across the bridge both ways, and a state of normalcy has returned. However, you can't help but notice the perverse irony walking about or driving about Windsor today. There is still a considerable police presence. There are cruisers blocking streets, and in some cases there are huge concrete blocks blocking streets as well. I can tell you, trying to get from point A to point B for me today, I felt like a rat in a maze. It was downright near impossible to get to your destination without taking myriad side streets, and also travel times doubling or tripling. And what's worse is some of the businesses are feeling the effect. Here, check out this. This was around 11:30 a.m. So in other words, coming up for the lunchtime rush at a Tim Hortons, and check out the crowd. Yeah, I was the only one in that restaurant. There was nobody at the drive-thru. I asked the lady behind the counter, how's business? She said brutal, and it's brutal because of the barricades. It's perversely ironic, isn't it, folks, that the blockade that was the demonstrators and their vehicles, that's long gone, but now it's been replaced by another blockade by law enforcement. Granted, it's not carrying out the same magnitude of economic damage that the demonstrator blockade was doing, but still, if you have a mom and pop business, things aren't good. And the reason why these blockades are here, and the reason why there is a huge police presence, many of the demonstrators vowed they would come back and reassemble that blockade. That is going to be a very tall order indeed. Law enforcement simply is not going to allow that to happen. So at the end of the day, was the blockade a success or a failure? I say it was a success. They wanted all mandates lifted. They didn't get that, but look how many provinces are lifting mandates, and the person who's been demonizing them from day one, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, check out the recent results of a public opinion poll. He's at 16%. Yeah, that's right. 16% of Canadians would vote for Prime Minister Blackface if an election were held today, thanks to his behavior in the past 2 weeks. And he has the audacity to call the truckers and their supporters a fringe element. Wow. Look in the mirror, Justin. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. A phenomenon we're seeing in Canada, isn't it? All these trucker blockades in the quest for freedom. The latest one being right here in Windsor, Ontario, near the Ambassador Bridge. Well, folks, if you want to get the other side of the story, please help us fund our missions to all the cities in Canada where these protests are taking place. If you're able to, please go to convoyreports.com, that's convoyreports.com, and kindly make a donation so that we can pay our expenses. Thank you.